Hi, Chihuahua. Okay, let's get it lined up here. Good afternoon, everybody. Cutting it closer than I thought, as there was quite a bit of traffic to and from the Spokane Valley, where I had my first therapist appointment today. My first impression, I like the guy, the doctor. Not much can be gleaned from one session, kind of just getting to know me. Go back in 2 weeks, we'll see what happens. I'm optimistic, though. Another warm one in Spokane. Yeah, we should hit 99 today. 92 or 93 currently. And it's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. That's why we're here. Yeah. It's the carnage of Rico Carthage. And it is Boston at Baltimore. On the surface, looking like a mismatch, but that's why we roll the dice, isn't it? Red Sox 22-30 facing the Orioles 37-16, the best record in either league to this point. We also move on to June the 10th on the schedule. This is the first game scheduled on June the 10th. And we have righty Lee Stang making his first appearance for Boston. Interestingly. Yeah, he's been here a while, but he has not pitched out of the bullpen. Let's check his overall record here. I forget what team he was even on, but he had 2 starts. He was 1-0 with a 2.89 ERA and 19 innings of work. I really wish this would show me what teams he's been on. Cleveland, I think. Would that be right? I think he was with Cleveland. Made 2 starts for Cleveland. It looks like he's going into the rotation for Boston. 21 starts on the year. He's made 2 with Cleveland. This is the first of 19 starts he will make for the Red Sox. For the Orioles, it's Wally Bunker. Bunker has not fared well this year. In 10 starts, he's 2-3 with an 6.91 ERA. He has 1 complete game. So, offensive game? Quite possibly. You never know. Let's see who's here and greet everybody. Thomas, of course, is here. Interesting info from Thomas there about Cardi that I did not know. He was signed as a catcher. I didn't know that. He caught his first 4 years in the minors. I didn't know that. Moved to the outfield late in 63 and then came up in 64 as an outfielder. Hello to Frank. Hello Unmitigated. Hi to Joel. Hi to Ben. What is XP? Is that the crown thing with the number 1? I don't know what that is. Franklin has it. Frank had it. Unmitigated has it. What does that mean? Oh, and Ben has it too. So it's experience points. It's probably worth about as much as a Burger King burger. If that. Oh my goodness. That's what I thought of, Ben. I saw that crown and I'm going, Burger King. It's a fine restaurant from Arrested Development. You know, at Burger King, you can get as many refills as you want. I don't think I did, Frank, because there's a lot of confusion on your post. Oh, I see it now. It was Baltimore 6-1. Not surprising. Real life was 9-2 Orioles. And yeah, so I hit a lot of traffic. Anyway, I'm running a few minutes late. Let's go ahead and get you the Boston lineup. We'll get started. Joe Foy leads it off. He is playing shortstop once again. I can't wait for that experiment to end. Jim Gosker, who's been hot lately, is in center field. Carl Yastrzemski, of course, bats third in left field. Tony Conigliaro in right. George Scott will be at first base. Dalton Jones gets the start not at second, but at third base today. Yeah, you could see it fooled me. You see the white out there? George Smith at second base, Mike Ryan to do the catching, and Stang hitting ninth. I feel for you, Ben. Not much of a choice. I grabbed a chicken sandwich from Houston Hot Chicken. They're pretty good. I think they're a little spendy. But I knew I didn't have much time. I was going to get home and race to set up, so I had to scarf something down. A bit less expensive at Quick Trip. Probably a Circle K 7-Eleven type of establishment, if I had to guess. Yeah, I used to have dreams of that too, Ben, but it never happened. Sometimes when I worked, I would pack a lunch. I'd make a sandwich and throw some chips and a piece of fruit in there, what have you. That was almost in self-defense, because at Safeway, my only option was to eat the food from the deli. And while I did it at times, it was not, let's just say it was not optimal. Alrighty, let's play ball. Shall we? Bob Stewart, the home plate umpire, just over 16,000 in the house today. Wally Bunker ready to go to work, and here's Joe Foy. Foy hitting .285, 8 homers, 18 RBIs. Bunker gets the sign, and the pitch is a 5-4 right-handed, a fly ball to center field X. Tough chance for Russ Snyder. Snyder a 3-6, ranging to his right. Here's the play now on a 13. He makes a fine running catch for the out. So a nice play by Russ Snyder in center to start things off, one down. And here's Jim Gosker now. Gosker's been in the news the last couple of games, let's say. Exactly, man. Oh, God, I use that all the time. All the time. I am not exaggerating. If I had to name the 10 quotes I use the most often, I'm so hungry I can eat a sandwich from a gas station, it would definitely be in there. Let's look at Gosker's numbers overall. Just 198, 3 homers and 10 RBIs. A couple of games ago, he had that 2-homer game, which basically won the game for the Red Sox. Left-handed batter, and here's the pitch. It's a 3-11 righty, foul ball back of the plate. Echeverrin throws the mask aside and puts it away. Welcome into Kelly and Dan. Yikes, Dan, that's sketchy. Makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. 2 down, here's Yastrzemski, hitting .288, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs. Bunker's pitch on a 6-9 left-hander. He drills a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Robinson at the track, at the wall. It's off the wall. Yastrzemski cruises into second with a stand-up double. Homer to 9. He rolls the 18, and Yaz in scoring position with 2 down for Tony Canigliaro. Tony C. hitting .238, 8 home runs, 30 RBIs. 30 RBIs, second to Scott on the ball club. Scott on deck, in fact. And here's the pitch from Bunker. On a 6-5 righty, he lifts it to right end playable for Frank Robinson. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 1 left. After a half an inning of play, it is Boston 0, Baltimore coming to bat. Against Lee Stang, making his first start, and in fact his first appearance for the Red Sox since coming over in the Don McMahon trade, I believe. I'm going from memory now, so I know you guys will correct me on this if I'm mistaken. In fact, I expect you to, of course. We want to get it right, that's the main thing. It's not as important that I get it right as that we get it right, in other words. I make mistakes. Here's the Baltimore lineup. Aparicio leads off at short, Russ Snyder in center. Frank Robinson in the 3-hole in right field, Brooks Robinson at third base. Boog Powell at first base hits 5th. Kurt Bleffery is in left field. Davey Johnson, the second baseman. Andy Etchebarren to do the catching, and Bunker the pitcher. So pretty much the regular lineup for the Orioles. Welcome into Colin. Hello, Colin. That's true, Frank, yeah. And considering his other skills, you can live with that, right? It should be, Colin. It should be. Okay, here's Stang now, ready to go to work. Aparicio to lead it off. He's hitting .251, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. Pretty good out of the leadoff spot. Stang into the windup now. It's going to be a 6-7 right-hander. That's a grounder to second base X. That's Smith. Smith at .228, ranging behind the bag. There's the play on a 3, and he makes a diving stop to his feet, throws in time. Oh my goodness. Look at that. George Smith robs Aparicio the base hit with a stellar web gem of a play. Russ Snyder will be next. Snyder hitting just .209, still looking for his first home run. Stang's pitch is a 3-5 righty, grounder wide of first. Scott has it, flips to Stang covering, and there's 2 away. And here's the man of the hour, the man of discussion, Frank Robinson, hitting .318. His 17 home runs and 45 RBIs both rank among the league leaders. Stang into the windup. 4-6 right-handed is a fly ball to left, playable for Yastrzemski. He's there, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Stang. And we're scoreless after an inning. Boy, so far so good with the new internet, huh? Knock on wood. How does it look to you guys? Can you tell any difference? Probably not. Also using the new phone. I've retired the old phone. Battery's dying anyway. At least so far, Ben. Yeah, I'm optimistic. Here's George Scott to lead off the second. George hitting .251, a team leading 11 home runs and 31 RBIs. Bunker into the windup. It's a 3-7 right-handed. He lifts it to straightaway center. Snyder backs up a bit and makes the catch. I don't know where all these hairs come from. I just pulled one off with the tip of the pen. I don't know if they're for me or Mookie. Here's Dalton Jones getting a start at third base. Leading hitter on the club, although not enough at bats to qualify. He's hitting .299, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. Bunker into the windup now. It's a 110 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to right. Backing up is Robinson, double to 5. That's going to be caught by Frank Robinson in right field. Interesting, Colin. Dave having issues. That one, I don't know how to, I can begin to know how to explain that. And hello to Gerald. Welcome, Gerald. Good crowd on hand today on a very hot Tuesday here. Hope you're all doing well. George Smith is the hitter, batting .256, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Bunker's pitch is a 5-7 right-handed. That's going to be banged into left center. Double to 6. That's going to be a single for George Smith. Well, Smith aboard, no threat to steal. Bunker a +1 hold. Etchebarren, of course, a 0. And that'll bring up one of Michael's favorite players, Mike Ryan. Ryan, a defense-first catcher, hitting just .168, no home runs. Bunker's pitch is a 3-9 right-handed. That's a high fly ball to left field. Going back is Bleffery. He's at the track now and makes the catch on the track. Oh my goodness. Mike Ryan making a bid for his first home run. Let's take a look at it again. 3-9, homer to 4. He rolled the 20 and the side is retired. It's no runs to hit, 1 left. Pretty well hit for Mike Ryan, wouldn't you say? Mookie needs to make some nil money. What is that? Okay, I'm thinking NIL. Only Dan's. Okay, you guys have lost me. Oh, I missed Dan's first comment. Until Mookie gets that lucrative telecom sponsorship. Oh, milk money. Well, he's been milking it, so that's appropriate. We had the lawnmowers this morning. That always makes him crazy. Okay, bottom of the second. Brooks Robinson will start things off, hitting .283, 6 homers, 39 RBIs. Staying into the windup on 2-8. It's a slow roller to short. Foy charges it and throws him out. Foy at short. Here's Boog Powell now. Powell, the leading hitter on the Orioles, at .333. Quite a season for Boog so far. 13 homers, 35 RBIs. Staying into the windup. It's going to be a 110 right-handed fly ball to straightaway center. Gosker is there. And there's 2 down. That'll bring up Kurt Bleffery, batting .294, 12 homers, 36 RBIs. The pitch from Stang is a 1-7, called strike 3. It's a tweener. And Stevenson rings him up. Sorry, Stewart. Excuse me. Bob Stewart rings him up. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. Stang looking very sharp in the outset here. It's name, image, likeness. Thank you, Larry, for clearing that up. How college athletes make money now. Well, that's why I don't know anything about it. I always thought college athletes weren't supposed to make any money. Apparently, I'm living in the past on that one, huh? We go to the third inning. Stang will lead things off. He's a right-handed batter. Bunker's pitch is a 4-9 righty. Cole swung on and missed, strike 3. Get in the game, Steve. That's habit. I'm just used to most of the pitcher strikeouts being on their hitting card. Okay, here's Foy, 0 for 1. Bunker, 3-6 righty. Hard smash to short, backhanded by Aparicio. Fires it over to Powell, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Gosker with 2 down. Bunker gets the sign. Here's the pitch on a 1-7, and he loses him, ball 4. Gosker headed down to first on a 2-out walk. +1, 14 with 2 down. He could try to go. The Orioles are going to hold Gosker on as a 12. Excuse me. Let me get a sip of water. Wow, now it's even gone to high school. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't know enough about it to have a strong opinion. All I know is that that's not the way it was. Here's Yastrzemski, man on the first 2 down. Yaz doubled in the first. Bunker checks the sign from the stretch. It's a 2-6 right-handed. He pops him up right side. Powell will take it. And that'll do it for Boston in the third. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Pitchers duel so far here in Baltimore. So it's been going on a long time. Okay. I did not know it, but then, I mean, I wouldn't, because I don't follow any other sports other than baseball. Not for many, many years. Since the 80s. That's over 35 years ago. Boy, that's a reality check, isn't it? Bottom third of the order for Baltimore, Davey Johnson will start things off, hitting .258, 3 home runs, 30 RBIs. Stang into the windup. That's going to be a 1-8 right-handed grounder to short. Foy will take it and throws him out. And that'll bring up Echeverren, hitting .275, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 2-7 righty. Called strike 3. Stewart rings him up. That's the second strikeout for Stang. 2 down, and here's Bunker, right-handed hitter. Stang with the pitch on a 6-8 right-hander. He pops him up on the left side. Foy squeezes it for the third out. 1-2-3, go the Birds in the third. Lee Stang in his Boston debut looking very sharp so far. 9 up, 9 down. Bunker has allowed 2 hits, but has pitched very well also. And that brings us to the 4th inning. Thus the comment about the pretense of education. Yeah, I get it. Pretty much, Colin. I mean, in my opinion, it was the 80s when things really started going to crap, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time discussing that. We all have our own opinions. Here's Tony Canigliaro leading off the fourth, hitting .238, 8 homers, 30. Well, he came into the game .238, 8 homers, 30 RBIs. Flew to right in the first. Bunker's pitch is a 1-7 righty. He lifts it to straightaway center. Snyder ranging back and hauls it in. George Scott, the batter, flew to center in the second inning. The pitch was a 2-2, liner right into the glove of Johnson. Oh, he stung it, but right at the second baseman. Hot smash to Davy Johnson, 2 down, and here's Dalton Jones. Jones 0 for 1. Bunker's pitch on a 2-11 righty, grounder down to third. Brooks Robinson will take it, fires across to Pell, and that'll do it for Boston in the fourth. A 1-2-3 inning from Wally Bunker. Pitchers duel so far. And they have a leaderboard too. I don't think I could follow all this crown stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. Top of the order for the Birds in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Aparicio. Lee Stang ready to go to work. Stang's pitch is a 2-8 righty, and that's a high fly ball to left center. Backing up is Yastrzemski. Homer to 8. That is off the wall for extra bases. Aparicio in standing with a double. Leadoff double from Luis Aparicio. That's the Orioles' first hit of the ball game. Russ Snyder's 0 for 1. I used to say I have a BA in BS. Stang's pitch to Snyder is a 6-11 left-hander. That's banged into right field for an open single. Aparicio rounding, 16. Canigliaro, 0. They're going to send him. And the Red Sox will cut it off and keep Snyder at first. So Aparicio will score on the single by Snyder. RBI for Russ Snyder. Just his 5th RBI of the season. And the batter will be Frank Robinson. Stang working from the stretch now. The pitch is a 5-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Stang gets Robinson. Here's Brooks now. 1 down. Snyder takes his lead. Stang's pitch from the stretch on a 2-8 is a hard grounder to short. Foy takes it, goes to Smith for 1. On to first, double play. 6-4-3 ends the inning. Orioles get a run on 2 hits and leave a man. After 4 innings, they lead at 1-0. So is this rated on your chat participation or something like that? I don't know what it is. It seems kind of silly to me. But I could be completely wrong about what it is, too. So I probably shouldn't say that. There's Mike. Sports Time Machine Mike. Greetings, Mike. And Ben confirms that it's sillier than string. That's pretty silly. Bottom third of the order for Boston here. Bunker ready to go to work. George Smith singled his first time up. Bunker's pitch on a 5-6 right-handed. Smith lifts one to center. Snyder barely has to move, and there's 1 down. Yeah, I'm definitely against that. This coddling, everybody's a winner mentality. Look where it's gotten us. Here's the pitch to Ryan. Bunker's 1-4, grounder to third base. Brooks fires it over to Powell. Second assist for the vacuum cleaner at third base. 2 down, and here's Stang. Bunker's pitch on a 4-4 right-handed is catcher's card. That's going to be Echeverrin. Andy a 2-E6. The result of that play is a 2. That'll be a pop out to Echeverrin, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 goes Boston in the 5th. Grabowski now retired 7 in a row. But it seems that you guys have some control over them because some posts are with the crown and some without. Reminds me of the song Pictures of Home by Deep Purple from the Machine Head album. Where have they hidden my throne? Powell, Johnson, and Echeverrin. Stang gets the sign from Ryan. There's the windup and the pitch to Boog. It's a 3-10. That ball is driven to right field, high and deep. Canigliaro starts back and then just stops to admire it as it sails over the fence for a home run. Boog Powell can touch them all with his 14th home run of the season. A prodigious drive by the Boog. 2-0 Orioles, and here's Bluffery. I happened to look up at Stang's endurance. I'm shocked to see him with an 8 as a starter. The windup and the pitch to Bluffery. 1-7, called strike 3. I think that's what Bluffery rolled his first time up. In any case, he's been caught looking twice, and with 1 down, here's Davy Johnson. Stang into the windup on a 1-6. That's banged into left field. Triple to 4. That's going to be a single for Johnson. Johnson normally not a threat to run. Let's check the battery, however. Stang with a terrible hold, +5. Ryan a 0. He'd be an 18. You've got that 9 automatic out, though. They're going to hold him on at 60. Oh, okay, Franklin. Yeah, let me look into that. I'll have to find it on my other computer. We'll do that here shortly, however. Here's Echeverrin. Runner on first, 1 out. Stang from the stretch. That's a 2-6 right-handed fly ball to left, playable for Yastrzemski. Glides over to it and puts it away. They'll take the hold off the runner with 2 outs and the pitcher up. That's going to be a 3-7, and it's a good thing they did. Look at that. Talk about managing there by Herman. Holy cow. It's a grounder to second, Smith to Scott, and the side is retired. Had they kept the hold on, that would have been a 2-star single. 1 run on the Powell homer, 2 hits, 1 left, and it's 2-0. Explaining my thinking there when I'm playing competitively. And I look at the defense first, of course, and then the offense. My thinking is if you want to try to stealing with the pitcher up and 2 outs, go for it. You might make it most of the time, but the times you get thrown out, now you're going to lead off the next inning with the pitcher. It's not like the pitcher's suddenly become a better hitter with a runner in scoring position, that's for sure. Let me look at my pictures here and see where I put this thing. It should have been in recent downloads, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. There's the gorilla bag. I have that one. All right, where did it go? A OneDrive. There it is. Okay, we're going to take a little break here. Franklin sent me this picture. Franklin Long and Boog Powell. If you'd like to, Franklin, give us a little more information on the picture, such as what year it was taken, how old were you there? It's a great picture. Also, maybe if you'd care to share, how tall are you? Okay, because obviously dwarfed there by the Boog, but then my guess is most people would have been. Oh, I would love that, Joel, absolutely. I love it, Mike. Who is who there? Five. Thank you, Franklin. I mean, yeah, it makes Boog look like a giant. He was a big man anyway, of course. How big was he? Well, it's easy enough to find out, isn't it? Powell, 6'4", 230 pounds, according to Baseball Reference. I remember Jablonski, Thomas. Go up to comments, Frank. He just said that. Here is the top of the order for Boston as we return to this game in the 6th inning with the Orioles leading 2-0. Joe Foy to start it off. Foy 0 for 2 on the day. Bunker into the windup. That's a 3-10 right-handed, called strike 3. That's just the second strikeout for Bunker. Whoops, hang on, that isn't right. It's a 3-10, it's a pop out to third. Excuse me. Yes, I was looking at 6-10. Pop out to third. Robinson makes the catch. Join the crowd, Frank. I'm struggling today myself. Must be the heat. Gotta blame it on something. Here's Gosker 0 for 1 with a walk. Bunker's pitch. That's a 6-3 left-handed grounder to the pitcher X. Bunker, a good fielding pitcher. 3-0. Here's the play. On a 14, it's the error range, and on the E0, Bunker throws him out 2 down. So 1-3X, 2 away. And the batter is Carl Yastrzemski. He has 1 for 2 today. Bunker's pitch on a 2-7, grounder towards second. Davey Johnson will take it. Sidearm flip to Pal, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Wally Bunker. Bunker, by the way, he's only rated a 5 for starter endurance, so he's completed 2 endurance innings already. Sorry I neglected to point that out a little sooner. On the other hand, you can all read the cards. And he's retired 10 in a row, so we weren't really looking for endurance. Wrecked him, dang near killed him. Stang will face the top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th. Aparicio is 1 for 2 today. Stang with the pitch. This is going to be a 3-8 right-handed. Banged into center for a leadoff single. Aparicio 2 for 3. Aparicio with wheels. +5 battery, 20 held at 18. He's going to roll for the lead. Russ Snyder's the hitter. 2 through 5, 11, 12. On an 8, he doesn't get it. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. What would he be on the back number? 18. He's 14 on the back number. Here's the pitch, and there he goes. Ryan's throw down. He's stolen it on a possible overthrow. Ryan 1 through 6 on the overthrow. No overthrow. So stolen base, Luis Aparicio. For Aparicio, that's his 6th stolen base of the season. He has yet to be caught. And here's the next pitch to Russ Snyder. On a 5-7 lefty, grounder to second. Smith will take it. Throws to first as Aparicio slides over to third. Runner at third, 1 down, trailing by 2. Boston will pull the infield in for Frank Robinson. Brooks on deck. The judge said honor offer. I said definitely honor. That's the best offer I've had all day. National Lampoon. Lee Stang with the pitch. Infield in, 4-9. Called, strike 3. Oh, what a big strikeout for Stang as he whiffs Frank Robinson for the 2nd time today. 2 away, and it'll be up to Brooks. Infield moves back to normal depth. Here's the pitch on a 3-7 righty. Grounder to short. Foy to Scott, and Stang works out of the jam. No runs ahead, a runner left at third base, and after 6 complete, it's 2-0 Baltimore. That's right, Frank's pre-plays are almost all inside pitch. Is that correct, Frank? I think you have rolled a couple with Strat, if I'm not mistaken, but most of them have been inside pitch. What did I have? Just recently in 1982, I had a pitcher go 11 1/3. Crazy times, right? Canigliaro, Scott, and Jones come to bat here in the 7th. Boston trying to get on the board against Wally Bunker. Enters his 3rd endurance inning. Canigliaro 0 for 2. Bunker into the windup. The pitch is a 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder shortstop X. That's the Gold Glover Aparicio, 118. Into the hole goes at Lou App. 6. He makes a fine play and throws him out. Excellent play there by the Gold Glover Aparicio, the only one shortstop in the 66 card set, for those who don't know. And here's George Scott. Bunker comes in with a 6'10 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. The Bunker now has not given up a hit since the second inning. 2 down, and here's Dalton Jones. The pitch from Wally Bunker on a 4-5 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Holy cow, Bunker quite a streak now. He fans 2 in the inning. 3, 12, 13 in a row retired by Wally Bunker. And as we stretch, it's 2-0 Orioles. Very different game from both the real-life game, which of course you could always find the score right here, and from Frank's pre-play. Has anyone taken advantage of the Strat sale yet? And thanks to Ben for pointing that out to me yesterday, by the way. Well, let's refill the coffee and fire up the Mookie cam. Sorry about this, Julio. If you're watching, I'm going to nuke it for 20 seconds. It looks like Mook's liking it on the couch these days. Especially since I put that blanket there. Hello, Mookie. Yeah? Hi. Hello. Hello. Say hello to everybody. Okay. He does. He's got his Dodgers blanket. Now his eyes are open. He's pretty sacked out with this heat. Don't worry, Mook. As soon as the game's over, I'll turn the air conditioning back on. That reminds me, I was going to mention briefly the article I read this morning. Clayton Kershaw now 3 strikeouts from 3,000. It would seem almost certainly he'll pass that tomorrow. And they were talking about, will he be the last pitcher to reach 3,000 strikeouts? The article goes on to figure the chances for Sale and Cole. They both could do it, but it's not a lock by any means. Using their current pace, their innings projections, for Sale to do it, he would be 38. Cole would be 39. And I would say they'll both get it barring injury. That's the real trick, isn't it? Barring injury. I tell you, the term barring injury to me means it's something entirely different than it was when we were young. You got pitchers having Tommy Johns every other day these days. Hello, Jeremy, and yes, happy Canada Day. Bottom of the 7th, both starting pitchers still very much in this game. Boog Powell will start it off here against Stang. Powell homered his last time up, a mammoth shot to deep right field. Stang gets the sign from Ryan. Here's the windup and the pitch on a 2-6 right-handed, base hit right field. Second hit of the day for Boog. And that's going to get him stirring in the Red Sox pen. Bucky Brandon begins tossing. Do they even have a lefty? They do. They have the backwards Bennett, who's problematic. He'll get up anyway. Bucky Brandon and Dennis Bennett in the Red Sox pen. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Franklin. Here's Bleffer. He struck out both times against Stang. Stang working out of the stretch now. Pitch to Bleffery on a 3-5. Foul ball back at the plate. Ryan back by the screen. He'll take it. And there's one away. Here's Davy Johnson now. Johnson 1 for 2. Stang from the stretch. That's going to be a 5-5 right-handed. That is hit high and deep to left field. Backing up is Yastrzemski. At the track, at the wall, off the wall for extra bases. It's going to be a double for Johnson. Powell rounding. 1 through 9. Gosker a 0. Ooh, they're going to hold him up. Station to station for Boog Powell. And the Orioles threatening here in the bottom of the 7th, 2nd and 3rd, 1 away. Here's Echebarren. Meeting on the mound, Ryan out, Billy Herman out. And he's going to leave him in. He's earned it. Mook wants it. Infield will be in. Stang staring in to get the side. Pitch to Echebarren on a 6-6 right-handed. That's going to drive in 2. Double to 8. That is going to be a 2-star single. Powell can walk home. Johnson being waved in. And it is 4-0 Orioles on a 2 RBI single by Andy Echebarren. And Herman's coming back out. 1 batter too late, Billy. That will do it for Stang. Let's check on a double switch here as Bucky Brandon's coming in. He'll go in Jones' spot, the 6th spot. Foyle moved to 3rd. In the 9th spot, Rico Petrocelli will come into the game at shortstop. A 2E38. Whoops, hang on, you're blowing it. After Ryan goes Petrocelli, pitcher in Jones' spot. And here's Bucky Brandon. Etch-a-Sketch. Boy, there's a blast from the past. Do they even make those anymore? And of course now, thanks to Breaking Bad once again, I can't even think of the Etch-a-Sketch without the, oh hell, I can't think of it now. The chemical compound that was inside them. Thermite. They do. Dan's nephew has one. I wonder if they still put the same stuff in there. My guess would be that safety regulations have caused them to restructure their design. Maybe not. I mean, hell, you can't even get a real easy bake oven for decades now, right? Reminds me of the rocket launcher I used to have for the G.I. Joe. I bet they don't let them play with that anymore. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Graphite powder. Okay, Bunker Wilbat. Runner at first, 1 out. He's going to lay it down as a B. That's going to be a 4B. And a successful sacrifice bunt for Wally Bunker moves Etchebarren to second base. 2 down, and here's Aparicio. Sorry, I got the cards out of order there. Aparicio 2 for 3, Snyder on deck. Bucky Brandon with the pitch. It's a 4-7 righty. He lifts it to center, backing up his Gosker, and that will do it. But the Orioles add 2 big insurance runs here in the bottom of the 7th on 3 hits, leave 1, and after 7 complete, lead it 4-0. Well put, Dan. Dan writes, I miss the days when toys could injure kids. I'll tell you, a lot of mine could. I'm sure you all could say the same, and the thing is, we're all here to talk about it. Exactly, Ben. I'm thinking now about how pissed off I was when they made seatbelts mandatory. Oh, I was livid. I wouldn't wear it. Now, of course, you have to. I mean, I do now. Because of the shoulder strap, they can tell. But back then, when it was just the belt, anybody looking at you, I mean, a cop couldn't tell if you were wearing it or not. Wally Bunker going into the 8th inning now. He'll get a little extra rope with a 4-run lead. George Smith will start off the 8th. He's 1 for 2 as Bunker comes set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-3 righty. It's a tweener. Fly ball to left field. Routine for Bluffery. And he puts it away. There's the catcher, Ryan. 3-11 right-handed. That's a base hit into center field for Ryan. Mike Ryan with the single, and that'll bring up Rico Petrocelli, who came in the double switch. Bunker will receive every opportunity to get the shutout. I think that goes without saying. Here's Petrocelli, his first at bat of the day. Rico hitting .263 on the year, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. From the stretch, the pitch is a 6-9. That's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Bluffery at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run Petrocelli. Oh my, and suddenly we've got a ball game. A 2-run shot by Rico Petrocelli, his 5th of the season, makes the score 4-2. Activity now in the Orioles' pen. Stu Miller getting ready in a hurry. I think you're thinking of the same thing I am, Franklin. Those merry-go-rounds that you pushed yourself that were all metal. Etchebarren out to the mound now, probably just buying some time for Miller. One more hitter walk will fatigue Bunker. Batter is Joe Foy, who's 0 for 3. Bunker. One more batter for Wally. The pitch to Foy is a 3-11 righty. Foul ball back at the plate. Etchebarren back, and he's got it. 2 down, and here is Gosker. And that's going to do it for Bunker. With the 2 left-handers coming up, Bowers going to his closer as Stu Miller jogs in. We'll take a break as for the pitching change here. Fine game by Wally Bunker. He goes 7 2/3. Allowed only 4 hits. No, you were right the first time, Steve. It is 2 runs. 2 runs both earned. He walked 1 and struck out. He didn't strike out many. 1, 3? Is that it? Yeah, 3. Yeah, man, 3 or 4. I mean, technically, Petros wasn't a pinch hit, but I guess it kind of was in a way. Came in the double switch, so he was already in the field. But still, amazing. Let's take a look at Miller's numbers. Stu Miller, 2-1, a dozen saves, 4.07 ERA, 2 outs, nobody on. And the batter is Gosker. Gosker, who should have his own highlight reel from the last couple of games, 0 for 2 with a walk today. Miller ready to work. It's a 3-5. Struck him out. Yeah, that'll do it in the 8th. Red Sox score 2 on 2 hits. The 2-run homer by Rico Petrocelli. Nobody left on. Four to 2, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Etchebarren single, a stressed face. Holy crap, Frank, is that a fact? Yes, unmitigated. Gosker, the Tiger Killer. Bottom of the 8th, it will be Russ Snyder, then the heart of the order, facing Bucky Brandon. Snyder 1 for 3 on the day. Greetings to Al, yeah, definitely. Snyder standing in from the left side. Bucky Brandon into the windup. That's going to be a 3-5 right-handed grounder down to first. Scott will take it himself. And there's one down. Here's Frank Robinson, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts today. Brandon's pitch is a 2-8 right-handed grounder into the hole. It's short. That's Petrocelli over to Scott. And here's Brooks with 2 down. Brooks has grounded to short all 3 times today. That's almost kind of comical in its own right, Frank. Brandon's pitch to Brooks is a 5-11 right-handed fly ball to left field X. That is the Gold Glover Yastrzemski 1E6 ranging to the gap. On an 18, he makes it look easy, and that will do it for the Orioles in the 8th. 7X side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Birds. We go to the 9th, 4-2. Snyder in a close game. Snyder will yield to Paul Blair in center. Blair, interestingly, came in this game for defense in the real life game. He's a 2E5 -1, 15 runner. Oriole defense excellent anyway, other than Bleffery. I'm going to leave Bleffery because he would be due to bat second if needed in the bottom of the inning. Stu Miller trying to notch his 13th save here today. I want to thank everybody for watching today. He's got his work cut out for him. It's the heart of the Boston order. Yastrzemski, Canigliaro, and George Scott. I got to scroll down and read this. Dangerous Toys by the Fawns, who literally jumped the shark. There's got to be some irony in there somewhere. I just can't find it right now. All right. 9th inning, here we go. Yastrzemski 1 for 3. Miller gets the sign. The windup and the pitch on a 5-6 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Yaz. Tony Canigliaro steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Miller gets the sign from Echeverrin. Here's the windup and here's the pitch on a 1-11. Grounder to short. Routine for Aparicio. Gloves it. Fires to Powell. And the Red Sox are down to their final out. It will be George Scott, team RBI leader. Miller stares in to get the sign. The windup and the pitch on a 3-6 is a high fly ball to left. Going back is Bleffery. Double to 5. Bleffery just shy of the track, hauls it in to end the ball game. 4-2, the final. Orioles win it. An impressive 38. Impressive, that's an understatement. A phenomenal 38-16 record. I'll have the totals here momentarily. Thank you, everybody. Player of the game nominations, anyone? Miller, 4 up, 4 down, 2 strikeouts. Lights out for Miller today as he earns his 13th save. Bunker picks up the win, improves to 3-3. Stang takes the loss. Geez, I never even wrote Brandon in. So 6 1/3 for Brandon. 1 2/3 Sorry, 6 1/3 for Stang, 1 2/3 for Brandon. Stang allowed 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. All 4 runs charged to Stang. Did not walk a man. Struck out 5. Brandon in his 1 2/3. 5 up, 5 down. No walks, no strikeouts. It looks like unanimous for Wally Bunker. I concur. Your chief Spokane Gary player of the game is indeed Wally Bunker. The totals, the Orioles 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Boston 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. A 4-hitter by Bunker. He just ran out of gas. Came very close to the complete game shutout in retrospect. Well phrased, Dan. Yes, nearly untouchable until the 8th. When he was clearly reaching fatigue. So thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it. Let's look ahead on the schedule here. See what we got on slate for tomorrow. It's going to be the Kansas City Athletics at the California Angels. That's going to be Chuck Dobson versus Angels ace Dean Chance. 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Tomorrow morning I have a chiropractor appointment. I should be home in plenty of time. And I'll look for you all then. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day and have a very pleasant evening, everyone. Spokane Steve saying bye for now. So long, guys.